What's up?
What's going on?
Everyone?
What's up? Wait, what happened?
I was just saying, like, wait a minute.
Like, what happened?
I was just like, we could have rolled with it. It was okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
It's just weird. I'm used to being right here at the bottom now.
yeah, you Ed likes to be quarantined by himself in the bottom, so, next to the logos. Welcome to Monday. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, just Monday. Coming off an pretty decent weekend too. I mean, I was all right. We're getting.
I was good. Just one day was bad because I wasn't able to list because I got really bad. I don't know if you can still hear in my voice. I'm still a little
bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But, I wasn't able to list, take pictures, do nothing, but I was still getting sales.
But you got your haircut, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. and I look a lot younger apparently, and I look less like a hobo.
You do look a lot younger. I don't know about the hobo thing.
I did.
When you start tenting, then problems might happen. But there's plenty of places to tent. But either way, Sarah says your hair looks nice. There you go.
Thank you, Sarah.
So, doesn't say anything about us, Jimmy. We're just
Okay. Well, it's the show now.
You take it from here, Ed. So, so we got decent sales. I mean, we did pretty good, even though our mailman took our garbage. But he was.
Did you talk to him?
No, neither one of us were home when he came. Sarah had to go do an auction pickup, and I had some stuff to do, so neither one of us were home. Wow, just really helping you out.
There you go. I'll help out.
Styling now. So yeah, neither one of us are home, but he had to make 2 trips. So because I can tell because the cameras showed him coming back down because he had a big stack of those big boxes, and then he had the 2 big bags full of them. Am I the only one here? No, you're not. There's 8 people here.
Those are usually probably the ones that are just listening, having fun.
Yeah. So I don't actually have the other window open, so I don't know what the real number is because I know StreamYard's always a little bit behind. But Sarah's just going to talk to herself for a little while.
Hey, that's all good.
There we go. There's Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
What's happening?
It's okay. It is a Monday when the kids start school, so some parents probably are sleeping right now, actually, especially in the East Coast.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like every parent I know that has kids, when they go to bed after when school time, they're all just like,
that's exactly what it's like. Oh man, it's your curfew. Go to bed.
Yeah, our friends have another week, I think, to go before they go back to school. But
ours
either way,
30th.
The 30th. They got a couple more weeks.
Almost everybody here in California started. I know OC County started already, and then LA County is starting on the 17th, so on Wednesday.
Okay. I got to ask you a question. Is it a statewide thing or just like a local thing? Because my niece starts school at 9 a.m. now.
Right now, our oldest was the son. He starts at 8:30, so they raised it. They raised it by 30 minutes.
Okay, so she's she's young, so
it might be statewide. I heard that the high schoolers are starting at 9, but I have no idea.
Where was this when I was young?
Right, I had to wake up at 6:30 in the morning, but I only did it so I could get the free breakfast because the breakfast was good.
Yeah, the logic there is sound because, like, I don't think I retained anything from the hours of like 7:30 till about 10:30. And then maybe I started coming alive after that. So the logic is sound, but they didn't extend how long they stay though. They left that the same. So it's like 9 a.m. to 3, and you're like, wait a minute. Why these kids?
Usually for me, first period and the first half of second period, I had no idea what was going on. I was just in La La Land.
I was trying to perfect sleeping this way.
Right, like
when you could master that and still balance your head, because that was the key. Because if you fell asleep and you were off balance, you were going over and they know you were sleeping. So the trick was you open the book You look like you're reading, and you got to balance perfectly because if not, you're getting busted. So, yeah, but yeah, that was always my. I obviously didn't do well in school. What's up, Shorty Resells? Texas kids are back in school already. Wow,
Okay.
there you go.
How
We can-
hot was it in Texas? 'Cause apparently it's really
It's
hot
hot.
here on the West Coast, but on the East Coast it's nice and cool.
There's a weather report making rounds on social media that this guy's like, he did a 10-day forecast, and he's like, do you see it at the end? It's below 90, and there's at the very end of the 10-day forecast, the high's 89.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
102 right now.
No.
Yeah, because I know Houston got some rain, and you can see the steam just coming
Oh,
right
yeah.
off of right off the asphalt. Man, I was like, man, that is hot.
Did you see the guy on Instagram? He might be on TikTok. I don't know. I get them confused. But he cooked a frozen pizza on his dashboard.
No, but that'd be awesome though.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, it took a long time, but he did it. He got one of those paper foil. Like, you ever gotten a Red Baron pizza, like a personal pan pizza, those microwave things they give you? He got one of those, but it was a big one, and he put it on his dashboard and stuck the pizza on it. And it cooked the whole way through. So I was like, "Wow!" Like that's an impressive amount of heat. The 19th in Illinois. So that's is that today? No, that's Monday,
Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, for a Friday. That's all.
Friday.
Oh, that's rude. Let him have the weekend.
I'd be so pissed. What?
It's just rude.
Well, I mean, because
It doesn't make sense.
yeah, because next week is like I swear Darke County shuts down for the fair, so we got the fair going on, so that's why ours are starting on following Tuesday. But then, when they go back Tuesday, the following Monday they're off. I always hated that. Like,
Was the fair livestock? Is the fair like livestock of any sort?
yeah.
I bet that's why they do it, because I bet a lot of kids had like prize livestock or something.
Yeah. So my kids will have rabbits there, but for 4-H. So
yeah, we still have a few days off that were they don't call them that anymore, but they're like the start of certain hunting seasons. Our high schools have the day off.
okay.
But they call them in service days, but they just so happen to be on the day of the first day of the season. And it used to be that way, where they were like, first day of deer hunting, you get the school day off, and you're like, okay. But now it's just, they call them in service days, and they just so happen to coordinate with the start of turkey season or the start of deer season or whatever it is.
I'd be sitting there on my Wii. Got it.
Yeah. That's right. I don't know. I could never shoot I could shoot a deer if it was a survival situation, and it was like, well, I'm either eating or he's living, so guess what? But I could never do it like just for whatever, and I'm like, no. But turkeys, I don't know. I've hit a few of those jerks in the past, and I'm like, yeah, I might be all right with that.
Yeah. No comment, so I can't go down the rabbit hole.
Thanks. Yeah, like I got stuck in it yesterday with the religion one. Like, oh man, I'm losing subscribers.
I have to rewatch it.
I
told Sarah I'm battling a 2-day migraine, so I was out.
Yeah.
I was comped out.
Did she show you the shirt that was shown last night? We were trying the Marvin the Martian shirt. He let us show it last night, so I don't think he'd mind. He sent it to me too. You might want to hang on to your chair, Jimmy.
I'm holding. Oh, dang gone. That's sick.
Let me see if it'll focus.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, all over print. Marvin the Martian. I can't remember the name of it was a weird tag though. It was like old farm or old barn or something like that, but it's a single stitch.
Wild Oats.
Wild Oats.
Wild Oats. Okay.
So no one ever heard of it, and I'm like, where's Jimmy?
When he said Wild Oats, I really thought he was talking about the actual oats.
Wild Oats. I've had a couple Looney Tunes shirts of those. They're pretty good.
Well, it's 1992, so it was single stitch on the arm and then double on the hem. But yeah, we set up around 250. So.
Oh yeah, because of the whole Marvin conspiracy.
Yeah, I think he's good to go. Wait, There's a conspiracy.
Well, with his gun. That's the only thing.
Oh,
Has he got his gun? Because if he has his gun, I think it's worth even more, probably. That's why. Because that's yeah, that was
no.
I guess it's not a conspiracy. It's just they didn't like. They're trying to take the Looney Tune guns away.
Oh, I see.
So
Wait.
if you do it,
No gun. No gun. Wait, what's Elmer Fudd gonna do?
Exactly.
I think they're getting rid of that. They might be getting rid of him because
He got fired
for animal abuse. It's weird. I mean,
he gets more abused than Bugs Bunny does. Like, Bugs Bunny owns him.
Next topic. Okay, they can go down.
Yeah. Okay.
The only thing you've seen on my Instagram, I got this. That was cool.
I saw that. Hank Williams.
And this is a sleeper banger. You remember this shirt? I did not believe.
I'm blowing you up.
This one. Remember this one?
Does that make 7 Up yours?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. See that? This thing is clean, dude. And I got this at a church though. So this shirt's still selling for $40, man. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Are you kidding me? This was a free shirt from 7-Up."
Yeah, it was.
And
people were wearing those too.
Well, yeah, I had to go home from high school because of it. They're like, "Go home and take." I had the white one, but with the green letters.
Why? Because it says 7 Up. It says up yours.
Because it says up yours on the bag. I was like, "Come on, man."
I like 7 Up.
I wanted off the cap, man. I was excited.
There was a period of time where they were sending us home. A lot of people wore. They sent people home for wearing the Nirvana Nevermind cover on their shirt with the baby. They sent people home for that. They sent people home for wearing. They were sending people home. You're gonna love this, Ed. They sent people home for wearing LA hats, the Dodgers hats, because they said LA on them and they were blue, so they thought they were gang related.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right here.
Our school was stupid. And then they there was another dumb one that they sent people home for, and I was like,
Sarah.
Oh wait, I think she's joking. That I did. There was a girl that got sent home for wearing something that was too revealing. Mark made his own days off, and being suspended helped a lot. Yeah,
That's true.
I shot one before and got it almost puked. Old farm. Yeah, sorry. Hold on, I have to get my hat. There was a period of time where like they were upset about White Sox hats because they said socks on them and people were coloring in the one side of the O to make it look like it said sex. So they would send people home for that. Yeah, because the S curves through the top of the O. So if you covered it on one side, it wouldn't look like an E. And there's people that were getting sent home for that. It was stupid. Like, our high school was so dumb. Like, so dumb.
I remember right here they had the gates open so we could go to lunch to get actual lunch, not cafeteria lunch.
Yeah.
And they had to ruin it because a lot of people weren't coming back when they were supposed to. You ruined it for me, Adam.
We weren't allowed. No, I was here. We weren't allowed to leave for lunch at all, but we did. We had one guy that would patrol our lots in this like old van, and we were friends with him, and he was a real nice guy. So he'd look the other way when we left to go to Wendy's, and he was awesome. Like, I got a word he died like when I was in California, and I was like, I was actually really upset about it because he was an awesome guy. But what I remember about him is like he would drive around in this van that had like our logos all over it, and he would chew pipe tobacco in the van. Yeah, like this awful vanilla scented. So like you'd get in his van and like I'd go out to like I'd be parked way in the back of the parking lot, and I'd walk out and I'd come up to say hi to him. He'd be like, "You want to ride?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take a ride." And I'd get in the van and just smell like this vanilla. Like, dude, this is gross. So let's see here. William says, from 1 to 10, how much do you help a customer figure out the return process? I tried.
Reselling question. Oh.
I'm probably at about a 5.
I'm 0.
I mean, it depends on what their reasoning is.
Well, okay, I guess if for me, not to take it over, if they're not mean about it, I'll try to help them as much as I can.
Mhm.
But if they're like coming off already mad, I'll be like, all right, well, contact eBay and eBay will help you because
I really don't even know how to do it, to be honest with you. Like I very seldom see that screen of being a buyer, so I would imagine it's relatively simple.
It's actually really simple. So the way it
Yeah.
is there's two ways. One is you go to the email that eBay sends you. It's like, oh, if you're not happy with it, you just press on this button and you can return it for whatever
Yeah.
reason you
Yeah.
want.
Then they'll send
then
you
the
the
other-
label.
Yeah, and then the other one is to go through the hard way, which is go to your purchase history to the specific order one, and then you put refund and then do the options.
Yeah. How much
So
did you
basically,
try? How much did you try, William? I'd probably be about a 5. I'd be like, yeah, it's right. It should be right there in your purchase history or something like that, and that'll be about the extent to my return process. And then I might intercept it too, and just be like, you know what? Depending on how much it is, I might just be like, you know what? But if it was
I did want to ask everybody here because it already happened to me twice. I don't know how many times it happened to you guys. I got the message saying, sorry, I got the message saying that I'm sorry, I can you cancel the order, please? I didn't mean to purchase this when they already paid and everything.
Yeah.
So what I ended up doing is I packed that thing up quick, printed the label. I said, I'm sorry, USPS already has it.
I wouldn't do that at all. You're just gonna get it back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a month. I haven't got it back. I haven't got it back at all.
Okay.
So, but see, that's the thing is, I don't get it. They say it. They can easily request a cancellation, and more than likely, I would block them and then just relist it because the process is simple. Why message me saying for me to cancel? You can do it yourself. Would you guys do the same thing, or I think you already answered?
No,
just cancel
I would just cancel it.
Yeah, I'll say normally I just cancel it and relist it.
Yeah.
Would the dollar amount make a difference?
Yes.
Well, say it was a
no, actually no, it wouldn't, because I would have the same. I would have two different opinions. Like, so if it's a low priced item, I wouldn't care, and I'd just be like, yeah, whatever, I'll relist it. And if it's a high price item, I wouldn't want it back, and then take the hit 2 weeks from now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, because we just got the dumbest return. Well, no, it's not a return. It's a item not received case. I'll read it to you in a second. It was. I actually called eBay to make sure that they were going to side in my favor, and they already told me yes. Call eBay. Oh, you can't. No, they'll call you.
Yeah.
But 6 sent screenshots. I'm about ready to just refund. I always hope they don't return it. Yeah. The only upside to them opening a return, depending on if it was your fault, if they open the return, then they can't leave you a negative feedback. So that's an upside to taking a return, especially if it was something you did. If it's not something you did, or if it doesn't fit, or don't like it, or whatever. Like, we have an open return right now that's a Roblox backpack, and the lady was like, "Yeah, my kid doesn't like it, so we're gonna send it back." And I'm like, "Yeah, if you want to pay to send this back, go for it," because we turned off free returns. It's just. The amount of money you spend does not equate to the amount of money you'd save being a top-rated plus.
What is it, like just an extra 10%?
It's something like that, but you get a lot of doesn't fit, don't like it. You get a lot of crap, and it's just it doesn't weigh out that way.
Yeah.
Like, you get especially with what we sell, clothing and such. It doesn't work out. And the last thing,
right.
and people will think twice before spending the $12-15 to send it back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we turned that off. That actually curbed a lot of crap. There's a guy on Instagram, and I think he's on YouTube too, Kings of eBay. He does a lot of, like, I don't know, like, he's just talking to the camera on Instagram, and he had one where, talking about returns, and I was like, we just turned off seller pays for returns, and that curbed a lot of the crappy returns. Like, you just don't get them anymore because people aren't going to spend $4 to send back a $7 shirt, or $4 to send back a $12 postcard. Like, they're not going to do it. So,
did you see if it made like an actual difference in your sales wise? Because that's a long age discussion there. Offer free returns or offer buyer pay returns.
That's hard to tell because right around the times we did it is when the economy took a crap. So it's kind of hard to tell what's affecting it. But I mean, we're coming back up to normal. Like this week and last week have been, I was looking at our numbers and we're starting to go positive. Like we were in the red as far as like impressions and click-throughs and sales rates and stuff like that. And now everything's going back to green. So we're actually gaining. And I'm like, and our 90-day overall is going back up. So I'm like, okay, so we're making significant progress in this. So I don't know. And we took that time to transition our store into like more of our niches. So that's another thing that could be of contributing to it too. So I don't know. What does the chat think? Free returns versus buyer pays returns. Do you think the free returns are more enticing to buyers and that helps your sales, or do you think the buyer pay returns just curbs the return so much that it doesn't really? I don't know. I think it would be 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other, but it's a lot less hassle on our part. And what it helps for us is that we don't have like we don't have like a good week and then we have like a blast of like 5 returns that come through and takes the money 2 weeks later. So that's what we didn't want, because there was a couple weeks where we just got like this massive amount of returns and we were having a really good week, and then all of a sudden like $80-90 is on hold because of returns, and we're like, great. This is going well. So let's see. Kelly says if the buyer can't follow simple instructions, the return process is easy. But I found a lot of people want to misuse the process so they don't have to pay for return shipping. Yep. If it's shipped, it's a return. When they get it, it's not shipped. It's a cancel and relist. Yeah. I have no question. I have no questions asked. Just return it. 90% never return it, or late and eBay closes in my favor. There you go. Yeah. Hi, Cameron.
And I have noticed, and I don't know about you guys if you noticed that now, I think eBay put it back down to 14 days instead of 30 days again.
Oh, good.
I think, I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I have 2 returns right now. I'm going to check right now really quick.
Mark says returns are part of it. It will happen. Feedback and returns are the last numbers I look at. Same. Mountain State Picker, what's happening? Just got a return on kids' shoes today. She paid for it too. Says didn't fit his foot. She's out $9. She's out $9. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't. No. Buyer pays returns. Used to offer free returns. Too many people misuse it. Yep, same with us. I've always been free 60-day returns. I mean, maybe in the postcard world you can get away with that.
Yeah, not with a shirt, man.
Not with clothing, man. That would be.
Be my luck. They snag it. I'll be like, oh no, that's not.
Yeah.
You'll get it back on that 59th day.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll start the return. We don't pay for returns. Knock on wood. Only had 4 shoes didn't fit, but we just relist. Yeah. Toys 60-day return. Yeah, but still, it's too long. Can't do it.
And yeah, so I think it did because they opened this return yesterday, so the 14th, and it's saying that the buyer has until September 2nd, so more or less around 14 business days, give or take.
Yeah.
So that's better than how it was during the pandemic, where they gave almost a whole month and a half.
Yeah.
Good Lord. So I got a good one for you guys. So we got a item not received case.
Okay.
Ready for this one as soon as it loads. All right. Buyer requested a refund. The item has not been found around the building. It appears that it has been stolen. 2 packages in total went missing, both deliveries on the same day. What?
Okay. Is that your fault?
So I'm like, what are we, an insurance company? Like, say Geico, State Farm? Like, oh, you've suffered a loss, you have to pay your deductible. Like, no. So I updated the tracking. I'm like, you should contact USPS and put in a claim.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would you even contact us for this? We're a small business. Like, why are we going to cover theft at your house?
It's not like you have another one laying around. I mean,
yeah, it's a Cabbage Patch Kid too, which made Sarah real sad. But yeah, and
that's the reason why I like those returns, because all you have to do is upload the tracking, and eBay's on your side.
Well, no, so what I did was like I actually called them because I was like, "There's no way. Like this should have been kicked out immediately. Like there, as soon as the word stolen went in there, it should have just been booted out of the process
Yeah.
because it's like this isn't eBay's fault or my fault. It's your fault or the person that stole it and the USPS. Like this is not like I'm not. This doesn't work. So I contacted him and she's like, yeah, absolutely. This will 100%, 100% be found back in your favor. This is not, especially since they've disclosed it to you that it was stolen. I'm like,
That's why it's bad.
I mean, and it is sad, but it's still, yeah, it is one of our followers. So she is actually upset about it, but, Mountain States, I've noticed the alternative and sit on it for 14 days. Day return if it lets me. Yeah, call the post office. Yeah, have them open a case, put tracking, show delivered, let it time out. eBay closes in your favor, and do not comment on it. Walk away, Adam. Walk away. You can do it. Oh, I'm not commenting any further. I uploaded the tracking like they wanted us to, and that was it. 5-1 Hall says mine says no returns. I've had only one request from a person saying they wanted a refund on a Hello Kitty phone because it didn't work. So I sent them a label, and they never returned it. And whoever stole it is a kidnapper. That's right. What does this emoji look like? Is it an emoji?
Look like it's just a cold.
Nah,
Nah.
it looks like probably. I have no idea. Actually.
Says you got this, but hi JD, thanks for stopping.
I did.
75% of the cabbie sales from Instagram. It's true. Kidnapping maybe be a hostage situation. Cameron's got an Amber Alert out for the cash badge. That's good. Go
ahead. No, so I was gonna say I just wanted to clarify something because I'm not 100% sure, and I actually got some bad comments back from it. So, well, mostly from the buyer though. I ended up having the same thing as you actually, and cool. I just sold a pair of $150 shoes.
Woo!
I gotta take that off pretty quick. But so I sold a pair of shoes, and I got the same message saying that can't find it, stolen, etc., etc. So I did exactly what we did: upload tracking, and just go to your post office. But what ended up happening is that the buyer actually closed the return. So and then she messaged me back saying,
"You mean it was an item not received case?"
Yeah, so it was an item not received case. Okay. And I guess with that one, it still makes her pay the return shipping. So she thought that I would pay the return shipping back. Because
well, wait, if it's she received.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so confused right now.
So I missed out a big part. Sorry. Yeah. So she messages me first saying that she can't find the package anywhere. That's all I told her is like, I can't do nothing. I'm not the post office. You gotta go talk to them. But it wasn't a case yet. So she said that somebody stole it. The next day, then she opens a case saying that the shoes are more damaged than what they were, which, as you know, I posted all the pictures. But she put it that she just didn't like it or some kind of reason. I don't remember what it was.
So buyer's remorse, it sounds like.
Yeah. 5 minutes later, I get another notification saying buyer closed the return. I'm like, okay. Because I guess she thought she was going to get free returns back because I guess she didn't look at my description. And then she messaged me again the next day saying, it's like, hey, so I want to return these, et cetera, et cetera. They're more damaged. But now it's saying that I can't even open the case anymore.
She can't. She tried. She tried twice, one of each, and they won't let you do it again.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to ask. So if a buyer closes a case on their own, they can't open the case anymore?
Mm-mm. Once you try it and it doesn't work, or they close it, or eBay closes it, they won't let you do it again because you can appeal it with eBay, but that's it.
Okay. Yeah, because I honestly didn't even know.
The only thing she could do, she can't. I don't know about the return. If you can open multiple returns, I would imagine not. I would imagine if you open one and then close it, they just let it go away, because that would be abused like crazy. Because then people would open them, close them after 30 days, and then open another one like on day 29 just to mess with people. So, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to make a video about that because I actually have all the screenshots and everything. Yeah. I was just doing like a little fast one here, but it's so crazy. And I actually put it on my Instagram as a poll saying it because she actually did feedback extortion? And that's what I asked. Is this considered feedback extortion?
Oh,
Rosie
absolutely.
was the only one that said no.
I don't know if well, I mean, I don't know what was her message. Did she say she was going to leave you negative feedback if you didn't take the?
I don't have my phone. Where did I leave it? I lost it. But it was to the effect of send me a return label. I don't think you want your rating to suffer. Thank you.
Oh, that's definitely feedback extortion. No, I didn't, Mark. I'll have to take a look at it. Thank you, Mountain State Picker. This is a new design by Grateful Dead. I got it in Atlantic City, and the guy said it was the first that he had received of these because they just designed them. So, yeah, it's a good one, but it's not liquid blue. It's Grateful Dead's tag. So, well, tag or what do we call? Or do we still call them tags, even though they're printed on there?
No, I just call them screen printed tags.
Same. The screen print.
Yeah, but yeah, it's Grateful Dead's label. Husband saw the credit card bill. Yeah, now they call the bank and do chargebacks. Yeah, I had one of those recently, Mark, and they, if you're a top-rated seller, they protect it. They protected it for us and just kicked it out. So,
has anyone had to deal with that $20 chargeback they ever talked about? Because I haven't heard much about it anymore.
What do you mean?
Because I think if they did that where they took it to their credit card or whatnot, eBay had to fight it on your behalf or ask.
Yeah, they have to investigate it. Yeah,
and basically, if the credit card found in their person's favor and eBay wasn't able to prove it, eBay would charge you $20 plus the amount that they're out.
No, I don't see how they could get away with that.
And
it's not your fault.
True, but that's something they said that they were doing. I think a while ago, a lot of sellers were making a big deal of it.
Yeah, unless they were doing it to curb some sort of fraud or something. But I don't.
Yeah.
For us, we got one where they disputed it, and basically, the guy told us that what they'll do is they'll do an investigation with the bank, and if the card was found to be fraudulent, meaning that multiple purchases were made, things of that nature, eBay will let it go through and say that it's part of it, but I will not be charged for it because you did your thing. Like you shipped the item out, you did everything you needed to do, but because we're a top-rated seller, we're covered for that. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's what they did, and they just 2 days later it kicked back, and they were like, yeah, we found that it wasn't fraud, and have a nice day. And we're like, huh, all right. So. Wow, Ed, she must have been smoking some good stuff. What in the world? She was from Texas. We had something similar happen. She just sent us back the wrong shoes. Oh, nice. Chargebacks are a pain in the ass. I've had a death pile I might just donate. I bet you could sell it to some resellers on here, Jay. Well, you're in Canada, I believe. So, but I bet you could sell.
I don't need no more.
127 really piled you up. Kelly said I had a guy close out a case on himself and did a chargeback. eBay rejected it. They filed again. It took another 6 months for eBay to reject it again. It was $65 in postcards that I sent with tracking. If it's an open case, if not, comment delete. Is it an open case?
No.
Yeah. She claimed they were ours, but after talking to her at eBay, she ended up closing her return and then wanted us to ship back those shoes.
I'd be like, no, they're mine now.
Yeah. Thank you. I love this shirt. It's awesome. The only problem is it's black, and we have cats and a white dog, and so like every time I get up off the couch, it's a different color. So,
yes.
Yes, PayPal charged you also for chargebacks. I think $20. It's a pass-through cost from the financial or bank. Ooh. Yikes, chargeback. I hope that doesn't start falling in our laps. Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, me too.
If I were to have to guess, that would happen a lot during the holiday seasons in January.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they told me, Mark. I don't know. If I sold in a risky category like clothing, etc., I would have a fund for return set aside. Yeah. You wouldn't, believe it or not, I mean, when we first started selling clothes, like all the big resellers were saying, don't sell clothes, don't sell jeans, don't sell things like that. Because
don't sell them.
You get a lot. Yeah. You get a lot of returns.
A popular reseller says, don't cross list.
I
just have to
I can't.
I know.
Don't get me started. I got in trouble yesterday with the religion conversation. I don't want to do it again.
Yes.
Um,
Get him started. I got the label machine right.
yeah. So they I forgot what I was talking about now.
Good job, Ed.
Oh yeah, a bunch
Sorry,
of
the risk
everybody.
category.
Well, no, when we started out, everyone was like, "I don't sell clothes because I get too many returns. I don't sell jeans because I get too many returns. I get that." And even with free returns on, I would safely say that that is false because we didn't get. I mean, we would get the odd return. You know, we get 2 or 3, maybe 6 tops a month, but we would sell, 40 pair of jeans or 40 different pieces of, maybe more, 200, whatever. And that's a great percentage. I mean, it's way better than like Best Buy or Nordstrom's or Macy's or anybody that, I mean, it's hardly anything. And then when we turned off the free returns, just like Sarah's saying, we get 1 return a month at most, knock on wood. But yeah,
I think what happens too is the fact that a lot of these new resellers you see, they might get a lot of returns because their pictures are horrible and they probably only have front, back, and that's it. They don't have no tag, no measurements, no nothing. So of course,
right.
Things shrink and everything. So maybe that's why, because they know how to do it correctly.
The only reason we started measuring them is because we got tired of fielding the question.
Yeah,
like it's not
so
for
annoying.
people not returning. It's just it's so tired of fielding that question. And even now to this day, like people still ask us dimensions of things that nobody cares. Like no sane person would ask for dimensions. Like little figurines or something. They're like, how big? How many inches is this? And you're like, does it really matter? Like, where's this going? Is this going on an exactly 3.5 inch tall shelf? Like, what is this? What does it matter? So, but yeah, I mean, we ignore all those now, but most of the funny thing is we still get the question. We just have a different answer now, and we don't have to get up to answer it. So we'll get the question, and they'll be like, "Hey, what's the length of this shirt?" And we're like, "Picture 6." They're like, "Oh, sorry," or something like that. But that's the only reason we started doing that. It wasn't, but we had a lot of do not fit returns, and those were getting annoying. It wasn't that they were they were frequent. It was just what was happening was we would have like jeans that we're just trying to get rid of because we've pretty much made our profit on the haul, and like it's just like these jeans were a bad buy, so let's just get them out of the store. So they were like marked down to like $7 or $8, and then they'd buy them, and then somebody would return them, and it's like, okay, I'm spending $8 more to send this thing back to myself, or whatever, and eBay would just approve the return, and then you're like, all right, now I'm stuck paying the $8. Right. So it just got too much, and it just got to be the point where it was like, all right, let's not do this, because it was inevitably always the cheap ones. It wasn't ever the rare, yellow tab Levi's that someone paid $130 for. It was the $9 pair that someone bought basically to see if they could still fit in them. They didn't fit in them, and they sent them back. So that's why we stopped it. It was just, now we don't get hardly any. So it's great. So
that's the reason why I don't like doing pants, because people think they fit in that size. No, you got to go up more.
I've been guilty of that a few times. The same size I was in high school.
I learned to live with it. I already know I went up about 6 sizes.
You better lay off that Taco Bell, buddy. No, you're not a Taco Bell fan. The Little Caesars. Lay off the Little Caesars.
Which I have a story about that, by the way.
I have a food conversation for you guys. I have a prop over here too. It's just off camera. You can't see it. Remember when Lonnie from Shed Flips bought all those jeans? I don't, but I bet there was a lot. I figure into my base of 3% to cover any weird crap like returns, mostly used in fourth and first quarter. Lonnie does well because he has a lot of followers on YouTube. Also, his wife now helps him get more money on smaller items, Barbies, and auction figures. Yeah, she quit her job to go full-time with him. Oh, yes, annoying, especially on clothes, but I measure everything with tape measures in the pic, and we have a T-square on our picture box. Nothing like getting woken up at 4 a.m. What's the length? Yeah. What's up, Karen's at the beach?
Hello.
All right, so you want to see my interesting food?
Just really quick. Do you guys keep your phones on silent during nighttime, or do you keep it on?
No, mine's always on.
Yeah, I gotta keep mine on.
I have older parents, so I don't want it to be on
Mine's
silent.
Mine's on
In case
silent,
something. Yeah.
and then I'm happy when I wake up to like 2 sales.
I don't hear them, but yeah. No, mine's always on. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Cheddar cheese curls.
They're chocolate covered cheddar cheese curls.
So good.
So yeah, chocolate covered cheese curls.
Is it like the puffs?
Yeah.
Or is it like an
Like
actual
the curls?
Yeah.
Covered in chocolate, and they are amazing.
Turds in a bag.
Turds in a bag.
That's what I'm.
What's up, Monday people? My
Yeah,
phone's always on time.
This just went down the toilet.
Literally. They do kind of look turdy. I'll give you that. Here, I'll take one out. I'm probably going to eat it too. No. To you guys. No, they do kind of look a little turdy.
Dude, that'd be like throwing the baby Ruth on the pole.
That's right. Dirty.
You can mistake that for when your cat poops.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. But yeah, they're so good. Let's see. Nope. On low favorites can still ring. On low favorites can still ring through. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Sometimes I remember to airplane mode it. Turds in the bag. Mine's always on. I have different tones for family members in case of emergency call. I turned eBay out. I turned off the ding. Oh, I can't. I got it. Yeah, she found them in a random candy shop on the way to the auction pickup. They are really good. So how do they get 5 pounds of crap in the bag? Finally, a home. Hey, your wife's back. She's back at work.
Yeah, she's at work. She's probably hiding. Like,
yeah. So they're really good. I've never seen that before. That was a first for me.
Yeah, I find them. I'll try them out.
Good luck. They chocolate.
Say the only turds in a bag I ever seen was when you light it on fire and knock on the door and run.
It was the best prank. We had it go awry though once. The guy came out. We did it. Lit the bag on fire. Rang the doorbell. Ran and hid, behind the bushes or wherever.
Oh yeah.
And the guy came out and was like, and just kicked it off the porch. And I was like, ah! And it just this flaming bag of crap went right in his lawn. And I was like, oh, that's sad. Yeah, that was a good one. My favorite prank to play when we were kids was you did it to your neighbors and you just soaped people's windows with dry soap, rub them all over the windows of their car, and then watch them try to wash that stuff off in the morning. So funny. It took forever.
So the newest one, Jen can talk about it, but the kids are mooning rings now. That's so hilarious.
Wait.
Wait, what?
The ring doorbells, yeah, they're mooning them.
Oh, that's right.
No, I'm like, come on, man, you're already on camera, dude.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's what they're saying. That a lot of them are still trying to do the door dash or whatever the heck they call it. I forgot what they called it.
Oh, ding dong door dash.
Yeah, but it was like they all have ring doorbells. They see your face.
That's not any fun. That's not any fun with the doorbell anymore, is it? That wasn't all that much fun when we were. I mean, it was kind of fun, but like when you did it and they weren't home, it was really disappointing. You were like, they're not home. Right. They didn't answer the door. Every now and again you got somebody who would yell and scream or something, but that always made the day. But yeah. There was a guy that had a really bad one. You know those Pillsbury dough like biscuits?
Mm-hmm.
If you stick them to somebody's car, it'll take the paint off. Like you stick them at night all over the car at night, and then in the morning or in the afternoon when they bake for a little while and they peel them off, there's just this round circle, and I'm like,
Oh,
No,
I'd be
that's just
pissed.
mean.
I'd be pissed.
I'd be so mad if somebody did that.
Yeah, you're facing jail time right on that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. It might be worse than that, depending on your state's eminent domain laws. Let's see. I might try. I don't know. I kind of like chocolate covered crickets, but I might have to pass. Really? Chocolate?
You might like that then.
Yeah. The cheese curds. The cheese curls are good. We threw the crap at the guy when he came out.
Monkey slinged it.
That's a good one. Yeah. I mean, I guess the pranks were a little more aggressive back in Mark's day. Was it in a bag or was it flaming? Because that's dangerous. 3rd-degree burns and covered in poop.
You came into Adam having chocolate covered cheese curls.
Yeah.
So they look like turds in a bag. I don't know if you've seen them.
I have chocolate covered cheese curls right there. And they look like little turds in a bag, but they are really good. They're really, really good. Use wax, not soap. Oh, yeah, I never thought of that. We didn't have a lot of wax laying around, so we used dry soap. A new twist on Ding Ding Door, Ding Ding Ditch. Oh my God, yes, my friend's son did it to his mom. I was arrested because my friend mooned someone while I was driving. 6-month supervisor judge thought it was kind of funny because the lady went off on the officer. Yeah, we used to do that at the mall.
Yeah.
Like you'd cruise by the mall real slow while everybody's standing out front and just moon everybody.
Who never did a drive-by mooning? Come on.
I was always the driver. I wasn't the mooner. The reason I was the driver is because my car had tinted windows, so you couldn't see the butt while it was coming up. You could only see the tinted windows, and then the window would come down, and there'd be a butt there. So that was why I was the selected driver. So yeah, it was that was always me, which was fine because I really wasn't big mooner. Ding dong, but imagine the neighbor posting it on your neighborhood forum. Anyway, you know this.
Did they have neighborhood forums back then?
No, this is the Ring doorbell has a forum. So like if we get it all the time because our neighborhood is real. They're real. Well, the word for it in Pittsburgh is nibby, meaning that everybody's in everybody's business. And a lot of our neighborhood is, kind of petty. So like they'll be like, this guy walked through my yard, and there'll be like a guy literally just walking through the yard, and you're like, okay. So that we get it all the time. Like if there's an alert in our area, it'll be like new alert for Moon Township, and then we'll look, and it'll be something dumb, like. My trash was stolen or something. I don't know. I don't remember. There was a couple. Yeah. One was like, this guy might be looking to steal cars, and this guy was walking by and went like this and looked in the bed of this guy's pickup, and I'm like, probably not. But yeah, it was just but yeah, so they could post that, like somebody mooning their Ring camera on this forum, and a lot of people would see it, which would be fun. Now we were drunk and probably on our own crap. You were Catholic and had to have candles. That's true. We did. We could have done that. By the way, Adam, you're listing Housekeeper's Book of Cleaning Great Wedding Gifts. There you go. Those are Sarah's books. She used to collect like weird old books from like the early 40s when they really weren't. There was, right after there really wasn't. It was like the women's cleaning book or something like that, and you're like, but yeah. So she's selling a bunch of them off. She said she saw the boys' buyers. Oh God! Sarah left the door open, and Adam got out walking through yards. Yeah, that's right. She walked me in.
So yeah. I do have a pizza complaint that I want to say.
Oh, okay.
No,
that's not good.
Have any of you guys tried the new Little Caesars pizza?
No, there's no Little Caesars near us.
Same. They closed ours down.
Yeah.
Sad.
Okay.
Sad.
So, I mean, I know you guys know about it, but it's the crisp pepperoni ones, the ones that turn into a cup and crisp when you cook them.
Oh, the old fashioned.
Oh yeah.
Pepperoni.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Little Caesars came out with one of those. Interesting, because I cannot find any of those anymore in my grocery store. So that's the closest thing I have to. why do I have to go to Round Tables and get a $40 pizza just to have that,
Right.
which
Right.
I'm not doing. So Little
Yeah.
Caesars had it, $10. Like, awesome. I got it. I was so disappointed in it that I didn't want that. It killed pizza for me for 2 days.
Oh wow.
It tastes like nothing. It's, to me, it tasted like a classic cheese pizza with just pepperoni on it. I don't know if any of you guys have tried it either, but
I haven't.
don't waste
Nah.
the money.
I haven't. Yeah, we used to live near a Little Caesars, and then when we moved, the closest one's like 30 miles north of us, and it's not really worth it, so we don't get it.
Yeah,
But if I do, I won't get that one.
same.
Mountain State wants to know, Jimmy, did you make any more tie-dye shirts?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I just gotta get them listed.
There you go. We have Little Caesars pizza, but I haven't been there in ages. I swear every Little Caesar smells exactly the same inside.
They do. It's
They all
like
smell the
breadsticks. It's like
Yeah.
breadsticks.
Crazy bread.
I love it.
Yeah. If you gave me, when I was younger, there was a Little Caesars within walking distance of my house in California, and we used to go all the time, and I would just get a bag of crazy bread, just walking down the street.
So back to the food topic of that. Can you eat them with or without the sauce?
The crazy bread, I can go either way.
Same, yeah.
Truthfully, the sauce, like I have to be that sauce is sweet.
Sweet.
So I kind of got to be in the mood for the sauce. Most of the time, I'm just straight up. But you know what you can't do with those? The next day, if you go to reheat them, they suck.
Oh yeah, they're terrible. Yeah, so terrible.
Yeah.
They're still good. They're just really soggy.
I don't taste them. Like I feel like the taste is gone. Like something is missing, and I don't know what that is. Maybe it's the butter. Like all this that doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, actually, ours never survives the next day.
No.
Because it's weird. I could fill myself up by eating the whole pizza. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, "How many more breadsticks do we have?" Like, 2. I'm like just struggling.
I got this.
I think that's where the sauce comes in, just so it slides down. It's like
you got to stand up. I got to stand up. Yeah, there's been a couple times where I've let like 2 or 3. Like there's been a couple times where like we've had people over or whatever, and we all just got Little Caesars, and there was a bag left or something, and then I saved it for the next day, and the next day they just don't reheat well.
No.
So, they are recalling Chicago home run sausage pizzas. What is a Chicago home run sausage pizza?
It's like a frozen pizza.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I don't remember the reason why. I have no idea. I don't remember the reason why, but they're recalling some of them. I don't remember what it was.
Is it actually Chicago style?
I don't think so. I think it's just the name of it.
Yeah.
So that thing would be like thick.
Yeah. I have a whole bag rubber banded and ready to bleach. Just haven't had time. Yeah. Worked there as a teenager. Oh God. Well, good news, Jimmy. I ordered some from a fundraiser friend's daughter that was selling it so we can make it at home. The breadsticks?
She probably bought a Little Caesars kit. Yeah.
They have those?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, you get.
They sell crappy hoagies around here for fundraisers. Why don't they sell that? I mean, some of them are good, but yeah. Mountain State love the crazy bread, no sauce. Dip it in butter. Ooh. There you go. Domino's cheesy stuffed bread. I've never had this.
They are good. Just so think about just the cheesy sticky cheesy breadsticks.
Yeah. With
some nice cheese on top and garlic sauce on the top as well. Just dunking in some marinara sauce.
I know this is gonna talk me into ordering from Domino's again, and I'm gonna be disappointed. So, flat piece of crap is what he said.
Yeah, it's flat.
Ours don't cut it right, so it gets annoying. You just tear.
I can't handle that.
I can't tear half. Pisses me off. I'm like,
I cannot handle ordering a pizza from anywhere and it not being cut right.
It's always like Domino's, man.
This place down the road from our house who makes good pizza. They need a new wheel, or they need to sharpen it, or something, because I don't know how you can do this, but like you'll go to get a piece of pizza, and for some reason towards the middle, it's not cut all the way. So you go to get it and you rip like half the pizza slice out, and then the other half is just chilling in the middle, and you're like, how do you do that? Like, how does that happen? Like, that would be the spot I would think would be mostly cut.
That's true.
Like,
yeah.
I can understand the crust. That makes sense because sometimes you can't get it all the way there. But how does that happen? But yeah, they cannot handle it. I don't know why. Mountain State says, yes, Domino is still my favorite. We have one Pizza Hut left. It's a carry out only, but they quit making taco pizza, so I don't go there as much. Pizza Huts, we have a Pizza Hut here. They actually brought back the lunch buffet finally, which we were thinking about going to one of these days, but I don't know. That's a dangerous one.
I want to go to one. It's one of my favorite spots. I want to go there. They just brought back their buffet lunch special.
Yeah.
Unlimited pizza, and their pizza is delicious. Because for one, it's expensive, but it's unlimited.
It's the bomb. Yes, that's crazy. I didn't know they had Little Caesars kits. Oh yes, garlic butter. Crazy bread and the Italian cheese bread is what you're getting. That's not going to last longer than your house.
Yeah. It's gone.
My wife let me use a knife. Oh, that's nice. We have Papa John's too. I swear they never get the crust cooked. That out of all the chains, that's my least favorite.
Papa John's can go Essen.
Yes. There's one pizza that's worth ordering. Just one. Is the cheeseburger pizza.
It was nasty.
That was the one pizza I liked from Papa John's. The rest of it, and that disgusting garlic oil they give you that they call butter, that's nasty. Just forget it. Like it's
there was the morning radio show I listened to. They actually did a challenge where they ordered a gallon of that garlic sauce thingy and they chugged it.
Oh. You throw up, dude. I'd be done.
I'd be gone. I'd be gone.
So they actually chugged the thing, and one of them vomited on. And then the other one was not feeling good for the next week.
Oh no, that's so much oil and butter, and it's probably not real butter. It's probably like margarine. So that's just all oil and garlic. Ugh. That was like when Jackass. They just sat down and drank gallons of milk for a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and at first I'm like, this is going to be no problem. And then I thought about it and I'm like, no, this is not going to end well.
Imagine you'd smell like garlic for like 2 months, man.
Like a month.
You'd be steeping. Not to worry about vampires.
It's like when we go to, it's like when we have a lot of, like when we went to the, anytime I eat curry, I can smell it the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm just like, I smell Indian food. Did we have leftovers?
No, it's coming out of your pores.
Yeah. The same thing. See, Jimmy Adam gets mad too. Jimmy, I thought I was ridiculous because I was throwing a fit about the pizza.
She was so mad.
I mean, I get mad, but then I think about it. I'm like, there's a few skills you need to master if you own a pizza joint, and I'd say like up at the top is cooking the pizza. Like you got to be able to cook that pizza like the right way in the amount, because there's a fine line between burning it and undercooking it, and you just got to get it right in the middle. But the other skill you should probably know how to do is cut the thing. And that drives me nuts when people don't cut it right. I can deal with it not being like a perfect pie as long as it's all cut. But like tearing those slices in half, it just drives you nuts. So,
and the worst is when it looks when it's cut, and then when you go to take it out, the other side comes out with it.
Yeah. You're like picking up the whole pizza, like,
yeah, yeah. It's just the worst.
Well, we're playing tug of war with it. Like, come on, give me my pizza.
That's right. Mark sold one of the lunch boxes today for around $90, less than 24 hours listed. I was ready to end and relist after 24 hours. Wow.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's annoying to grab a piece and drag off half the pizza box out of the box. Yeah. I forgot about that. I didn't see them. I got to look that up. That's disgusting though. I've seen a lot of pretty disgusting things, but
if I could find, because they actually made a video about it too, so if I could find it, I'll send it to you guys.
No, yeah,
it's pretty bad.
That's gonna be one of those videos I watch like this. I'm gonna be like,
yeah, like, oh.
You should show it to Sarah and see how she reacts.
I already know how she's gonna react. I heard her. You didn't hear her reaction whenever we were talking about it. She was like, "Oh."
I heard her say something. I couldn't hear what she said though.
Yeah, she just reacted. But yeah, I don't know. It's amazing what people will do for content.
Mm-hmm.
We were.
Point. It's like,
Jimmy's gonna start chugging things on his YouTube channel now.
Oh, jeez. From experience, that content does not work.
No, I'm not doing nothing.
No.
I mean, not my personal experience, but I think I know it. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know where
Yep.
you're going with it.
Yep. My sister used to eat sticks of butter. I know a few people that do that. Yeah, I know a few people that eat the butter on the table, but I could never do that. I love butter, but it has to be melted or spread on something. I can't eat it by itself. So, Mountain Set says my youngest would take a stick of butter from the freezer and eat it, but it was all natural though. Okay, that's what makes it better. I don't know that. I can't do that much butter. Like I like butter. With pancakes, I'm a butter only type of guy. So I like butter, but not that much. That's overboard. So,
right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the I can't believe it's not butter commercials. Why?
It isn't butter.
I know.
I was going to ask that, but I was thinking about getting off the food conversation, but
Right.
whatever. Whatever. Like when we were kids. Oh well, Ed, maybe not. I think the trend was starting to go back the other direction in the 90s. But like in the 80s, margarine was the thing. Like you thought margarine was like, it's so healthy for you. It's much better than butter. Like you're gonna lose so much weight because it's lower calories and it's like and so Country Crock and Can't Believe It's Not Butter and all these tubs of whipped oil came out and people were like, it's so much better. It's just and everybody and it like my grandparents used margarine and like my aunts and everybody every time we went to their house for toast you would get this tub of Country Crock and they're like, we use margarine because it's low in fat, and you're like, it's gross. It's terrible. But yeah, and then like in the 90s everyone was like, yeah, margarine's really not that good for you, you should stop eating it. You should go back to butter.
Clogging your arteries.
So, but yeah, never forget having that. And then inevitably, I don't know if this is a West Coast thing as much. I know it's a big thing out here. Was the Country Crock tubs after you're done with them, they became Tupperware containers.
Yeah.
We
did that a lot in my household when I was a kid.
Yeah. You had to have the Tupperware the Country Crock leftovers.
It's always funny. It's like, oh, the sour cream lid could fit it. So you have the brown and white lid. It's like, what's going on here?
Mark says, I'm trying something different on Whatnot. October 5th auction set up with 1960s magazine ads. 10 lots of 4 each. Nice. Clean out your intestines. Sure. It's nasty. Country Crock. It's imperial margarine. Ugh. I can't believe it's not butter. Can't believe it's not butter because it's nasty. Clarified motor oil. What could go wrong? I also can't stand when people store stuff in the old Country Crock containers.
You did?
No, we had to.
Did you grow up poor? Okay, that's what we did.
Oh, I know her mom used to do that. I'm guaranteeing. I don't know for a fact, but I'm guaranteeing her mom used to do that. Commonwealth starter kit. That's right. Yeah, that was always. I wonder if you could sell those on eBay. Empty Country Crock 10 tubs. A lot
I know you can't sell Aunt Jemima no more. You can't even use the word.
Mm-mm.
No.
We had one right before all that happened. We had the actual little statue they used to sell, and we tried to sell it on eBay, and eBay pulled it. Like we had it on prior to this happening, and we were like, oh sweet, so we raised the price, and then they pulled it. And we ended up selling it on Macari because Macari was kind of late to the game and somebody bought it before the ban on Macari. So we ended up selling it. But there were people that were selling like empty boxes of old Aunt Jemima mix for hundreds of dollars before the ban. There were people that were selling like the old Uncle Ben stuff.
Rice.
Yeah. Well, because it's not Uncle Ben's anymore. It's
right.
Something else. Ben's Original or something. I don't remember what it is. And then Aunt Jemima is like Country Mill, something milling company. but yeah, that was an interesting. There was I feel like that year there was a ton of like things got banned back to back because there was the Aunt Jemima things that everybody went nuts over. Then there was the Dr. Seuss books
Yeah.
Yeah.
that people were asking stupid money for, and then they got banned. Yeah, the thrift store. Our thrift store still had one like 2 months ago for like $200, and I was like, "Come on!"
It's
I
long
haven't been
gone,
to
Bo.
one. I haven't been to one that in like maybe 7 months or so because I stopped at once I found my new source. But I remember they had the mulberry one for $200, and I'm wondering if they're still gonna have it there.
I think it's only worth money. It was only worth money if it was a first edition, right? Like if it's a
First
reprint,
edition.
it wasn't worth anything.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Well, is it a first edition or it just had to be from that year?
I thought it had to be a first edition, or it maybe first or second. I don't remember. But yeah, our thrift store had one for $2.99. And I was like, they're going for like $150 on eBay. What are you thinking?
Right.
And I don't think it was a first edition either. I think they were just taking a shot in the dark and hoping some dummy would come and buy it. But yeah, they banned. I feel like there was something else they banned that
JD
that year.
just said it, the Cleveland or the Redskins.
Did they ban that stuff though? I know they
Once
changed
the
it.
name,
They changed it to the the Commanders or something now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think was it like Washington team? I don't know.
Oh no, the Washington is Washington still the Washington football team, or did they change theirs to
they
have a name
changed.
now?
They have a name now.
No. But I was talking about eBay banning things. Her mom did do it. The country cross stuff. Did you see the crazy sales of Dolly Parton cake mix? Like, who pays $40 for a box of coconut cake mix? What is it? Coconut? I've never even had coconut cake, but yeah, no, I didn't see that.
Oh, it tastes horrible. At least for me.
Land O'Lakes too. Yeah, they removed the Native American from Land O'Lakes. I have a Cherokee heritage. That stuff never bothered us. Interesting. Cleveland.
It might not bother you, but unfortunately it does others, and then we all can't sell it no more.
Right.
That's all I'm saying about it.
Miss my Indian on the butter. Land O'Lakes makes some good butter. That's for sure. They make some good cheese too.
I noticed like all these bad stuff. Macari is always the last one to.
Why is that?
It.
Is that I bet that's a business plan.
Oh yeah, they do it on
like,
purpose.
We're gonna ban it. Just give it a month. Let everybody filter everything over to us. We'll take the sales commission and be like, no, can't sell it anymore.
Because remember, they're trying to be the flea market of online selling, and I don't know, maybe that might be something they have on their business or thing or whatever they call it. It's like, oh yeah, we're the flea market of online selling. We're not like eBay or the rest.
That's a backroom deal. That's a backroom meeting is what that is. That's them going like, oh, eBay banned that? Yeah, give it 3 weeks and then ban it. We'll just tell them the board's going to be meeting on the 20th.
Because I have a feeling that they have like a team that's like, all right, when you hear something get banned, wait, because everybody's going to start coming here. And then in about 3-4 weeks when they sell that off, then we'll ban it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny to read all three of them. I was reading because we had to list some adult magazines, like I said yesterday, on eBay, and there was eBay's policy is pretty cut and dry. So there was a few of them that we could list, and then there was 2 of them we couldn't. And I was reading everybody's like policies on stuff like that, and they're all very different. Like, it's kind of funny that none of them are the same. Like eBay, you're allowed to list vintage stuff and stuff that that doesn't require it doesn't show any sexual activity. And then Macari is an absolute no, just no pornographic material whatsoever. Etsy is like, yeah, we're kind of fine with it. Just try to censor it. I'm like, all right. And then Poshmark doesn't even have one. They're like, we don't think we need to address this. So I was like, I don't think, but you can look through the sales and be like, yeah, nobody's selling these kind of things. So we just moved it over. Some of it's selling on Etsy and some of it's selling on eBay, and we've sold quite a bit of it already.
I think it just depends on what the platforms want their consumers to think of it. It's like
I
everybody knows eBay as the largest secondhand market.
right.
Poshmark, everyone thinks fashion. Mercari, when I think about it now, is like, yeah, that's probably where people go for the cheapest things, and then Facebook is just Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook's just the yeah.
Yeah.
That meme where
which
there's
I got,
two
which I gotta
vicious
sell.
dragons, and then there's one with its tongue sticking out and its eyes are crossed. That's Facebook. But the I don't know. Like I was reading through like some forums about it because I was trying to figure out like how particular eBay is about this kind of thing. And like there was a guy that brought up a really good point. He's like, I'm not a collector of this kind of stuff. Like I don't collect it, and I'm the same way. Like I'm not a total pig. I don't have stacks of nudie magazines in my bedroom. Like I don't have it. Jimmy's like, yeah, sure, liar. But the thing is that I don't understand why eBay would ban that, especially this day and age where there's so much, even on regular television there's so much of that kind of thing, and it's not awful, but like in the same respect, some of that stuff is highly collectible. That was from an era that was totally different than an era of today, so that stuff is pretty collectible, and I don't see why they would do that. Like I can understand the hardcore stuff, that I understand that, but like the stuff that was available at 7-Eleven, I don't see why they do that. It doesn't make any sense because that stuff. There's a lot of very rare things out there, and they're worth lots of money. So.
Oh, I have a reasoning why, but I'll tell you guys backstage why.
Okay. I mean, if it's a kids thing, I understand that, but
Well, and that's one of the reasons, but it has to do with my generation.
Well, but
we're the way that I see it. And,
I'm
know,
not
that's
forcing out of you.
yeah, I mean, it's like they're trying to protect the kids from the adult world. But
No.
like, those kids are eventually going to go into that.
But I understand that. But out of all the things on the internet that kids have access to, the adults only section of eBay is very, very, very mild. I mean, because there's some stuff online that you can get your hands on that are really, really bad, and I don't think that section is going to be the section that causes problems. That's just my opinion.
I think it's just for my generation. They think that it's like, oh, they were a lot more uncensored than they are now. It was a lot less regulated.
No, definitely not. It was all over eBay. Crazy sales for Dolly. Interesting. Mercari is owned by an Asian company, not American. That's probably why.
Yeah.
But they cannot even do labels correctly, let alone ban correctly. Accurate statement there. I'm so far away from the edge on all that stuff. If any doubt it's not listed, don't want the conversation. Fruity Pebbles syrup was selling for crazy prices too. I see it at Walmart. What was I missing? I don't know. I saw it too.
It might have been a limited edition run. I know they still have the Captain Crunch one, but if they have a limited edition run of something that they know is never, they're doing that as a test run. And it's kind of like, they might have something at your Walmart in the East Coast that they might not have at my Walmart in the West Coast.
Yes.
I think that where they test something out. Like I remember they were testing something out in the Taco Bell in the East Coast that they were not testing out here in the West Coast.
Right.
And I guess it was a fail, so they didn't bring it over to the West Coast. But I wanted to try it. But it never came over. So I'm gonna guess it's something like that. That the reason it's selling for so high is because people are buying it here where they couldn't get it at all.
We experienced that. They out here at our Walmart, they were selling the Lucky Charms marshmallows by themselves.
Yes.
In a bag. And Sarah bought 2 bags of them because she liked to put extra marshmallows on her cereal, and she used them. And then just in a whim, she looked them up on eBay, and they were selling for like $15 to $20 a piece. And I'm like, so we went back, and they were all gone. And I was like, darn it.
I think at one I saw they were selling for like $50 a bag.
Yeah, at some point when the supply dwindles, that's when things start going a little crazy.
Yeah.
That and those little Debbie cakes, those are regional
Christmas trees.
The Christmas trees.
Oh yeah.
Because what you'll get, there's not a lot of them in the South. I don't think they're on the West at all, are they? Little Debbie.
I never heard of it.
So what you'll get is a lot of transplants that miss that kind of thing during Christmas time and try to order them. And they were they're $3.99 or $2.99 a box here, and they were selling 3 for $25 or something like that. So I might actually try to do that this year because they sold a ton of them last year. because there was a supply shortage on top of it. So the people that were out of them were buying them because their kids wanted them or whatever. So yeah.
And for the Lucky Charms, wasn't it at a contest only that they were only releasing like 50 of them at first, and then that's when they decided to do it nationwide? I mean, a test run with you guys, I guess.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I know we never saw it here in the West Coast, at least not that I know.
I think Little Debbie is an East Coast company that doesn't distribute to the West Coast. I don't think I've ever seen them out there. I don't know. eBay is a public company, different set of rules. That's true. You ride the edge, you'll have issues just asking for issues. I don't think we're riding the edge. We're right in there with their policy. We didn't list certain things because that was their policy. The amount of fake shoes on Posh is astounding. Really?
What are you talking about? Like more of the higher end brands? Then that I would understand. The lower ends probably not so much.
Yeah, I didn't know that, JD.
Because I know for Posh it needs to be over $500, which I think that's pretty outrageous. Because most of the fake shoes are faked at like what the $200 to $400 range.
Yeah.
So it's like they could get away with it on Posh, but who knows?
Oh, maybe I should list these. Wherever these things are.
Yeah, it's like just simple. Just stay away from
I don't
shoes.
think they're fake. I really don't think they're fake.
Oh, those are fake. I don't know. I'm joking.
I mean, they have the Nike logo on the back, and it looks right. They have the Air on the side. That looks right.
I mean, I don't think they will.
I don't think they're fake. I just think someone tore the label off. But more importantly, they're popped.
I would still sell it, though.
Somebody definitely took a knife to it and popped it. But
I say use check and see what they say. Then that'd be more better than us.
I'd have to find something that looks like it though, and that's what I was going to do was do like a image search on it and find them, and then see what they're worth. If they're $10 shoes, it's not worth my time.
All right.
What was that I found the other day? Whatever. People that fight all of it is wasting their time. That's true. Oh my God, what's the 10-year-old Bath and Body Works lotion that sells at high dollar? I have no idea.
I don't know what it is, but I know that
I've heard of it. Yeah,
the candles.
I think it's right around Christmas time it comes out too that people go nutty for that stuff, but I can't remember. Walmart does not have.
Is it?
I have no idea. Does not have here is cashiers. Does not have. Not sure what you're talking about. I sold an old.
A lot of them are just a self checkouts now, and you might even have like one cashier now.
I love the self checkout. I always go to self checkout. What I don't like is them checking my receipt on the way out the door, and not because I'm stealing things, but because if you're going to require me to check myself out, you're just going to have to believe me on the way out the door. Like that's the risk you take.
But when I did have it, when I had Walmart Plus, every time I showed them my phone, they were confused as to why are you showing me. I was like, it's the receipt.
Yeah,
because I was always using the what is it, the Scan and Go.
We don't have that at our Walmart yet.
Ooh.
No,
it's very convenient. It really is.
Do you have it at your Walmart, Jimmy?
Scan and Go.
Mm-mm. Yeah, so it's on their Walmart app, and basically because we have it at our Sam's Clubs, but we don't have it at our Walmart. It's basically you walk in, you scan everything with your phone, you pay for it on your phone, you walk out the door, which would be amazing on like a Saturday afternoon.
Dude, that'd be sweet.
The only downside here is we still have plastic bags, so we wouldn't have any bags. But I mean. I just walk up to a register and take like 12 of them out and leave.
So yeah, the bad thing about the Scan and Go is you still have to go to the register to scan the QR code, and then that's how you pay because you still have to follow the instructions on the screen.
Oh, so you still have to check out?
Yeah. So the way is you see, I don't know if you noticed, but on top they have like, oh, you don't have it on yours though. That's the thing. So they have a card that's on the screen that says scan QR code if you're using it. You scan it, and then it shows you everything on the screen. It shows you everything that you did, etc. And then if you want to check out, you still pay from your phone, but you still have to use the screen, which makes no sense. And what's the point of that?
That's what wastes time. Then.
I was like, I'll do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I'll be in spot 26, bring it out.
Yep, we've taken it one step. So there was a guy out front of our Walmart, and like sitting under an Easy Up, that's that Walmart Easy Up, and he was like, "Hey, do you have Walmart at home?" And I was like, "Nah." I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "Oh, you do?" He's like, "Why are you at the store?" And I'm like, "Well, there wasn't any deliveries today." He's like, "Oh no, you don't have at home. You have Walmart delivery." And I'm like, or Walmart Plus. And I'm like, "What's at home?" And he's like, "Oh, we bring it into your house." And I'm like, "I'm good."
Just walking around.
They put it away too.
Oh, that is no.
But he talked me into it, and so you can get it just dropped off at your front door, and which is what we do. But it's $7 extra a month, but you don't have to tip anybody. So because it's their vans,
Okay. Right.
So and the tip every time is like $7. So I'm like, I might as well do it. He's like, "Why don't you want them coming in your house?" I'm like, "I'm good." He's like, "They're not going to steal
For
anything."
many reasons.
I'm like, "Nah." I'm like, "We got cats and a dog." I'm like, "It's not going to be a pleasant experience for them." Like, especially if they have cheese, the dog's going to follow them all the way to the.
I guess it's convenient if they're elderly or something. I mean, it works out that way. But still. Today, no, I don't want people coming to my house.
I would, if I had a garage, I would do the garage thing, where they just open the garage and leave it in the garage, because that, especially here, where it rains or something like that, and our front porch gets puddles, and a lot of the times they'll leave stuff like on the front porch, and then it will rain, and we'll come home and there'll be a puddle, and it'll be sitting in the puddle. So that kind of thing I could understand, but like them walking in my front door and putting stuff in the fridge and putting stuff in the, like, I don't want you to know that that we have leftover pizza in there. So like, what's this guy going to be doing? Like, am I going to come home and then there's going to be a couple pieces of bread missing? And you're like, "Oh, did you have a sandwich?" Like, they're like, "You can get cameras for inside your house." I'm like, "Nah, I'm not going to go there." I'm like, they're cheap. His exact words were, "You can get cameras for inside your house. They're cheap. You can buy them on Amazon or Walmart.com." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't trust companies enough to look inside my house all the time." Like, I'm good. So, Sarah sold a Bath and Body Works discontinued body spray for $50.
Wow.
So, yeah.
They are very loyal customers to Bath and Body.
They do. Yeah. There's they have like a weird, like once or twice a year, they have some crazy sale on candles or something. And the line is always crazy.
Their stuff smells so good, even I get it too. I'm not gonna go that nuts paying $50 a bottle.
I don't get it. Did Sarah cough up the marshmallows to sell them like a big hairball? No, she didn't. Holy cow, that's cool. I have a bunch of BBW sprays Bath and Body Works sprays that I could be sitting on a gold mine. Yeah, you could. Even if they're not discontinued, people still sell them or still buy them, because we got a bunch of them from an auction, and people still buy them for $15-$20. They sell really well on Poshmark. Like, we sold a ton of them on Poshmark.
Are you allowed to send that air?
As long as they're new. We sold them on Poshmark. Why wouldn't you be allowed to sell them on Poshmark?
Well, are they allowed to be sent via air? Since that's how.
Oh, they're not aerosol. They're not aerosol.
No, they're just in the bottles.
They're like a pump spray. Okay. Yeah, I don't think they have alcohol in them either. Christmas tree cakes are delicious. Yeah, we're gonna sell Christmas tree cakes again. Sweet. Kmart shoes, fake for sure. I sell postcards. Do you believe me? Yep.
No,
I do.
Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, lots of fake Jordans and Dunks apparently on Poshmark.
Yeah, sounds about right actually.
Yeah. Daffodil Field is the one we sold. That's the bolo. That's your bolo of the day. I need an echo effect to make it better.
With those, you would find a lot during the yard sale seasons, huh?
Mm-hmm. Nah, not so much. We find them at estate sales and auctions. I think a lot of people have like dead stock of those. You know what I mean? Because they bought a whole bunch of them thinking they were going to be discontinued or something, or they bought them in bulk, like on a sale, like one of their crazy sales days, and they never used them all. So you do get a lot of dead stock. We see them all the time at our auction, all the time. Like, we've gone back. A lot of the times they'll do a mix lot of like Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works stuff, and we sell them. I think we still have a few left. They took us out all the lines and only self checkout. Oh, we still have people.
Oh yeah.
Mine are so slow though. Some people just don't know how those things work.
Yes.
It's simple. Just scan.
and it's not like Kroger. I don't know about Kroger's. You have Kroger's near you.
No, we don't have Kroger's.
No, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You have Kroger's. Their self checkout is the worst.
Yeah,
because
I
they
start cussing at the bag. I cuss at the bag every time.
Oh my god!
As soon as I scan it, please item and bag. I'm like, I'm trying.
And then on top of that, like it never seems to get the weight right.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have it all the way at the bottom of the bag, it's like please place item in bagging area, and it shuts you off from scanning everything. And you're like, what? It's in there, and you're like pressing it down, and then it's like, and then it lets you proceed, and it's just the worst. And then like if you take a bag off and try to put it in your cart, it's like please replace bagging. You have to leave everything that you just bought on that scale for them to. It's just terrible.
You don't.
And
You
if
don't
you buy
have
booze,
Self-checkout right there.
Yeah.
You don't have the area where you can put it up on top.
The only Kroger's we have is in West Virginia, and we go there every now and again. But I don't think so. I feel like ours has like the rotating like Walmart bag thing.
But if they got the metal tray above it, you can set your bags above that, and it's pressure too. But if you start stacking it on there, then it starts. Yeah, it's that pressure thing.
Oh, but Walmart doesn't have that. Like you can literally just take bags off of that thing and put it in your cart.
But if you scan it too fast, have you did that?
Yeah.
It like turns red, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And then they're like, they watch you literally do it. Oh, this thing. I'm like, I did not. This was like $1 pack of gum, man. Come on.
Are people really stealing from Kroger's? I mean, come on.
No, you can't. It cusses you out.
Yeah.
Can't steal from Amazon Fresh though. They know. You seen all those cameras?
Yeah. Crazy resell, even for one bottle or half bottles used. Yeah, it's true.
That's what I'm saying. Is there actually a market for used bottles, even if they're still in production?
Yeah, not if they're in production, not so much.
No,
but if they're
different
discontinued,
flavors,
they're discontinued. There's a market for them.
Oh yeah.
But if they are selling, if they're still in production and the bottle's full, there's a market for it. Because you're cheaper. So. Lots of time the sellers say price reflects authenticity. I don't like that at all.
No,
that's illegal. It's plain and simple. They have it at Sam's Club. Yeah, the weight thing. Yeah, amen, Adam. The only place they check receipts is Sam's and Costco. Yeah,
and Walmart.
If there's a long line, I roll. I don't care. I've never gotten yelled at once. And if there's a long line, I'm just go right by them.
Those greeters don't even care either. They just have to do it.
They've never said a word.
And that's what I was gonna say. At Sam's, they're not checking my load, man. Because sometimes I'll have it full, and they're just like, they highlight it. Here you go.
Jimmy's rolling out with 4 tires.
No, but I have had that one old lady who's went through my cart, though, and I'm like, oh, come on, no.
She's like, you have 6 peaches. It says you've only bought 5.
Right.
It's a peach. Easy. Hi, Laura.
Thanks, Laura.
Makes checkout faster. Oh, I don't know about that. Sam's Club Scan and Go is the best. I pass by all the peasants in line. You can do it all on your phone. Yeah. So like Sam's Club, you can do it all on your phone and just roll. You go out, they check your. I hope they don't highlight your phone.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. But they that's what they do at Sam's Club. You don't even have to stop. You just you're out of there.
We're good.
Great. But there's a better thing for Sam's Club. If you have Instacart, they'll deliver your Sam's Club, which is awesome because they'll bring it down to your door and you don't have to carry your 40-pound bag of dog food in like I did yesterday. So the guy the Sam's Club up here is in a very we have Robinson Town Center, which is one of the biggest shopping areas in Pittsburgh. It's got an indoor mall which nobody goes to, and then there's all the outdoor stores. So there's a DSW, there's like Home Goods and all the Kohl's and stuff like that. They're all over the place, and there's a bunch of restaurants and everything. There's a giant IKEA, like it's crazy. And then the Sam's Club is there across the street from Walmart, and it's nuts all the time, every day. It's just crazy. So I'm like, I'll pay. Like I get a free thing from Instacart every month or something, like a free delivery, and that's what it is. As soon as I need dog food, you're bringing me dog food. Like, I'm sorry, you get a $15 tip for this, dude. Just you got to walk it down the stairs.
Nice.
Oh man, those are steep.
Yeah, my stairs.
Yeah, I've seen your picture of them.
Nah, it looks worse than it is. It's not that
I was
bad.
gonna say, dude, your videos of you walking up them, I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's because the Ring cameras are like the GoPros, so they're wide.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So yeah, it looks a lot worse than it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a pleasant walk, but it's not that bad. I mean, I've done it.
Sure, it's worth $15 walking down.
Yeah, I mean, he brought us the boneless wings we had tonight, and what me and Sarah call sad burgers, which are those microwave burgers. For some reason, both of us were like, I want to have some of those microwave burgers, and we both ate one already, and we're both like, yeah, I don't want these anymore. But
Depressing.
Yeah, they are depressing. But if it's like 11:30 at night and you're hungry and you don't really feel like cooking anything,
You're gonna have a sad burger.
You have a sad burger, yeah. And it's gonna be sad. And then the next day, you're still going to be sad about it when you wake up. Right about the time you finish your first cup of coffee. And why does New Jersey not let you pump your own gas, but Walmart allows you to ring up your own stuff?
Great question.
It's a great question. According to the statute that was passed back in the day, that people were spraying gas all over the place. It's like that. It's like the beginning of Zoolander, where they're spraying gas all over the place.
I don't think they're gonna do that now.
I don't even think you can. I think the pumps don't let it unless it's.
Nah,
I know. Well, in California you can't because that little mechanism has to come back. But in here, we don't have those here. But I still think you need to. No, I guess not.
No,
in California, they have the dummy pumps where there's like this spring thing, and it's got to be retracted so much before you can start pumping. I guess there was a problem with them people spraying gasoline everywhere. $7 a gallon, and they're just don't see. I want to see the pets. Well, we don't have any. No pets today. Black Friday, $10 for 3 wicks. There you go. I guess that's candles.
Yeah, those are the candles, and they smell so good. Watermelon lemonade is my favorite.
Sarah went on a candle kick for a period of time, and like it was really funny. So like we'd have all these candles burning, and then she had one like next to our television, and like our living room, our bedroom's right off our living room, and she had it on the speaker next to our television, and like I'd go to bed, and all of a sudden I'd be like, I'd all of a sudden just stuff up, and I'm like, what is going on? And I'm allergic to this stupid candle. Yeah, totally allergic to the candle. Couldn't breathe at all. It was crazy. What's up, Gulf Coast? Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Gulf Coast.
Thanks. I'm gonna have to look into it. Yeah, go for it. My grandfather was 90 and living on his own apartment. Giant would offer that service. He lived in a condo for older folks, and the delivery guy made bank. Like everyone gave him a $10 or $20 chip per delivery. Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes sense for older people, but I know that that their target audience at Walmart is not older people, because like they actually recommend like smart locks that you can buy, and like the garage door openers that they can access from the phone and stuff. And so I know it's not that.
One of those expensive outdoor boxes now that you need to have a code, and you send it to a driver and they can open it and just drop it in there.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense in certain areas, like the lady wherever that Cabbage Patch was delivered to. That would have been a good investment.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Ed got them hairs cut. That's right.
It's all gone.
Long time, buddy. Where you been?
Hey, Dog Watch. What's up, man?
Watch.
Holy moly!
Yeah, it's been a while.
All is good. Hope all is good with you.
Hope you're doing well. Our Walmarts are self-checkout too. Everyone's saying hi to Dog Watch. So is Ed.
It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah. I didn't even see you type, but you're sneaky. I love Kroger, but I hate self-checkout. Yeah. they will pay Adam not to come into the store and deliver stuff. Sounds like Martin's. You move the bag a hair and it starts screaming at you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I don't know about, and if you buy alcohol in Kroger's, forget about it. You're gonna be there for 25 minutes waiting for the guy to come over to approve you. You know, like
try
it's like
the
age
Walmart
restricted item.
Try the Walmart pressing the button just to get a hair care product.
A hair care product? Wait, why do you need to be a certain age to get a hair care product?
Oh, by the way, our boxers, kids socks, adult socks, and the tank tops are behind glass now.
You boxer shorts like underwear?
Yes.
Why? People were soon. You're just gonna walk into Walmart. It's just gonna be a big glass shelf.
Yeah, so I just remember that right now because we went today, and I'm like, I always see it if I pass by. I'm like, why is this behind glass shelf?
They make $250 billion a year, and they're worried about a $4 pair of boxers being ripped off.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah. People are putting barcodes on their wrist when scanning food. They use that code. Lots of scamming going on. Interesting. That's actually a really smart idea if I was a thief. Yeah. When they check for stuff, they're looking for big ticket things, basically.
Yeah.
Kate said, we liquidated a shoe store in that mall. It's gorgeous on the inside. There are no stores. When we were there, most of the mall by the food court was the same kind of college. So sad. Yeah, he's talking about Robinson. It is pretty sad. The only thing there's the Anchor store. There's a Macy's Anchor, and then a Dick's Sporting Good Anchor store. J.C. Penney's, I think, is still there, and there's a Foot Locker and a few other stores, and then there's a Wahlburgers, and that's it. And the food court is there, and they have like that, your standard Chinese food court. Awful. It's really bad.
Are your malls empty over there?
Lots of them.
Because right here, they're actually opening stores, and it is so packed.
Really?
Every single time is really packed. Huh. I mean, I think I seen like maybe.
Are you talking like the outdoor malls or the indoor malls?
No, the indoor malls. Ours is still packed. Like I know there's like 2 or 3 signs saying that some stores are still being built and coming in, and there's maybe like only 1 or 2 fronts that are still closed, but it is so busy there.
We had a mall, our biggest mall, and I think it was like 4th or 5th biggest in the nation. It was called Century 3 Mall, and it was near Sarah's house where Sarah grew up. It was and I remember when we were a kid, it was like the mall to go to. Like if you got to go to Century 3, it was super cool because they had a packed Sun. Nobody had at that time.
Oh.
Yeah, in the 90s, you couldn't find them. I mean, you can find them on the West Coast a lot, but not on the East Coast. But that mall at one point had 4 stores in it, and one of them was Macy's, or no, J.C. Penney. I don't know. One of the Anchor stores was still there, and then there was actually a point in time where they shut the whole mall down, and the only thing that was left was the Anchor store, and then that Anchor store actually closed. But yeah, there's a guy that actually does YouTube videos called the Dead Mall series, and he just goes and walks through malls, and there's nothing. There is one mall in our area that is growing. That is just for what it's the enigma in the area. Like everybody still goes there. They have a Nordstrom's. They're opening up new stores. They have an REI. They have like all kinds. They have a cheesecake factory attached to the outside, and it's always busy. But most of our like the malls in the real rural areas. I don't know about it. Is it the same way in Ohio?
Yeah, we got something like that.
Yeah,
but our smaller malls are about dead.
Yeah, it's sad because that's going to be a piece of our childhood that's going to just disappear because everybody used to, when you were in high school, that was the place to hang out. Like we would go and we'd hang out at the arcade and stand outside and smoke cigarettes with everybody, and you'd go to the food court and buy like 1 taco because that's all you had the money for.
Yeah.
I think right here is probably growing because my whole generation is starting to get to that point. It's like, oh, let's go relive our childhood dreams at the mall.
Maybe, yeah, that's possible. I hope that happens because I'd love to see it come back because it's always been it was still cool to go. Like every time we go to Ross Park, which is the one that's still there, you're like, oh, sweet, you can go in and check it out. Like the Ross Park Mall, they have distilleries in there with tasting rooms. Like, I'm like, this is awesome. Adam and Sarah are the younger than Grandpa, but aging fast. That's true. Every week beard a little more. Every week the beard is a little more gray or whatever.
Say, dude, I actually have gray hair, man. I have a lot of gray hair.
This started off so small. It was just this, it was a little patch right here that was gray, and now it's taking over.
Oh,
Soon it will be.
I've got a few gray strands in there.
I think I'm just going to get the Just for Men. Get rid of it.
Then it's going to turn blue.
Yeah.
You know, it never looks like the box, man. Just leave it alone.
Our mall turned into a college with anchors as well. They demolished it and built a strip mall. Yeah. There was talk they were going to actually turn the big mall, our Century 3 mall, they were going to make it into apartments and then turn the center area into like a live plant because it's got skylights. So they were going to put like live trees and try to put like live grass patches and stuff in it so that everybody in there could have like a area for dogs or whatever. And that never materialized. But that would have been a really cool idea. Can you imagine, like, where's your apartment? Oh, it's in the old J.C. Penney's third floor near Men. But still would have been kind of
for themselves.
It was a cool idea. It's just an expensive one. Our mall is dead for years. Nothing but stupid, nasty stores. No food court. C3 was my fave. I don't know what that. Nobody knows what that is, sir. Oh, Century 3 is what she said. I guess that's short. That's what they used to call it.
I still have no idea what that is.
It's the name of the mall, Century 3, but she's abbreviating it. I guess that was what they called it. Yeah. We have 2 outlet malls that are still packed. Outlet malls are still doing well. I don't know why.
Yeah. Cheaper stuff. A lot of people, at least in my opinion, don't care about the whole.
They're really not, though. That's what's
they're
funny.
not. I mean, they're the discontinued stuff, sure. Like, every now and again. But like, have you ever been into a Crocs outlet?
Mm-hmm.
They're not that cheap. Like they're like $3 cheaper than anywhere else.
See, Coach isn't cheap. True Religion's not cheap. Even the Nike outlet, when you try to buy Jordans, they're not cheap. It's like
you can snag them. Like if you catch a deal,
they're not.
It's just a mind game. People hear like, oh, it's $10 cheaper at the outlet. Let me go drive 20 miles just to get $10 cheaper. It's just a mind game, in my opinion.
Every vacation spot I've been to in the last 5 years has had a Tanger Outlets nearby. There's one in Myrtle Beach. There's one in Atlantic City. There's one in Las Vegas. They all have. It's like you're right. It's a trap. It's a tourist trap, is what it sounds like to me. People are like, we're going to go at the outlet store and shop while we're on vacation and pay the same amount of money we would at a mall or online.
That's why when you hear people go on vacation, that's like, oh yeah, we bought it at the mall. They're gonna say it's like, oh no, we bought it at the outlet. It was cheaper.
No.
That's all they say.
Sarah started buying Coach stuff like at the coachoutlet.com is a lot cheaper than the Coach outlet in the mall, in the outlet stores. Like it's actually cheaper because they're actually trying to blow that stuff out. Mm-hmm. And the outlet malls, it's like last year's stuff for like $50 cheaper than it was brand new.
Yeah,
is all it is. So, anyways, Flipping Sports guys here. He says, hey boys, did Ed get new lighting in the YouTube studio? No, Ed got a haircut.
Also, I have my night light on my desktop right now because every time I did the Monday show, I would just have a headache at the end. So this time I have this on, and it's actually been helping.
Is that saying would give him a headache?
Probably.
No, because
I'll be honest with you, Jimmy. I can see that.
I'm at the big screen with the whole full light on, and it hurts my eyes.
I'm messing.
I know.
I can understand that.
Yeah. So when we went to South Carolina last year, I thought Jen was going to kill me because we did stop at one of the big outlets just because this thing was huge. I was like, holy moly, this thing's like 15 times the size of the one over by Treasures World. I was like, let's go to the Nike store, dude. And this is when the black and white Dunks were like hot.
Yeah.
They had 4 pairs of like 13s, which I was depressed about. I was like, man, I can't even wear these. I told Jen, I was like, we're going to buy them. She's like, we are not going to spend. I was like, Jen, look up the price. So we ended up buying 2 pairs, and I had them sold before we even.
You could have shipped them out from South Carolina.
Yeah, I could have. I should have. That would have been smart. But I already had my store on vacation mode. That's what freaked me out. But
we did it the first year we were reselling. I don't know if anybody knows this, but the first year we were reselling, we did it because we were still doing auctions on things. And what happened was a few auctions ended like 3 or 4 days before we were on vacation, or less than 3 days before we were on vacation, and they didn't pay for it. So we had to bring like 3 or 4 things with us. And then so what you can actually do is you can actually change in your shipping system where it's coming from, just the city. You don't change your return address. You just you click on it, and then you can actually change the city in which you're shipping, and it adjusts the rates. So I changed it to Delaware. I actually had to bring my laptop and my Rollo with me and print it out, and then I just shipped it from there. And so it actually worked. And had I looked back on that, what I would have done is just gone to the post office, bought the label, and then, or did a QR code and then had them print it and stick it on there. That would have been a little easier, but we didn't know any about it. But yeah, you can actually change the location in which you're shipping, and it will still have your return address on it. So kind of an interesting little, I don't know why anybody would really do that except for this, for that reason, but you can do it. That would have been hilarious, Jimmy, though. You would have bought the shoes, shipped them out from South Carolina. Then on the way back, you're like, I made $100.
It was crazy because we got like 15 miles and my phone cha-chinged. I was like, oh, cha-ching. Like it double cha-ching. I was like, oh, one pair sold. And then
where'd you take the pictures?
From the back seat of the car.
Nice.
I just kind of took a picture of the box, flipped the box open, cropped it out. I think we may have. And then, after the second pair sold, Jen's like, yeah, we probably should have bought all 4. I was like, I told you, dude, they're hot.
There's a balled up cheeseburger wrapper in the picture.
Yeah. Our Walmart trash bag with everything shoved in there. The bag's like ready to explode. Yep. You shove it in a gas station trash can. It's like balled up.
Market puberty at 56. That's good. I like their mall. We do still have an indoor mall surviving in Hagerstown, Maryland. Interesting. Leaking apartments. Leaking. There's a lot of leaks in Century 3 Mall. Towards its end, we were walking through the one day and it was raining outside, and there was probably like 50 buckets scattered along the mall, just catching the water. She calls mailbox rural mailboxes, so I understand what she said. There you go. Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, Ross, every corner. We got an Old Navy now. Wow. Look at that.
Dang, go.
Hi, Bearded Pokey.
Down our Old Navy.
Thanks for coming. Hello. There you go. Paper Palooza event on Whatnot helped me get over 1,100 subs. Wow, you're catching me. I just cannot. I just cannot get out of the 1,290 range. Just can't do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice haircut, Ed. It's because I know why. It's because I'm not consistent, and that's why. I'm not. I have nobody to blame but myself. But hopefully the news will change that. I think I got it, so I might try to film it tomorrow. I'm not sure. But I don't know what. Oh, I think she probably heard the rural mailbox thing. I don't know. I've gotten some really good advice or some really good suggestions from a few people, so I think I might be able to make my first attempt at it. But it's going to be cool. I'm going to have my own little graphics coming up here, so it'll be fun. Yeah, I might even have a T-shirt on and put a tie on, just to be funny.
Or you can get the T-shirt tuck shirt.
Oh yeah. Do they make a T-shirt that looks like a suit?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's even got the little flat or the little
pocket
square. Yeah, the pocket square. Yeah.
Okay. They make a little makeshift news anchor station right there too.
I think the first one, I'm just gonna have a T-shirt and I'm gonna actually have a tie around my neck, like it's just chilling there. I think that'd be funny because it's not gonna be. I mean, it's not gonna be the same as it's not gonna be. I mean, it'll be serious to a point, but it won't. I'm not gonna make up stories or anything, but it's gonna be basically how I talk here. It's going to be the same thing. It's just going to be me being a weirdo and being funny about certain things. And I got to do news fast food news and stuff like that, because as many resellers as want to tell me that they don't eat fast food, a lot of them do, because we're on the road a lot. And when you're on long road trips or you're out sourcing all day, the last thing you want to do is come home and cook. So
remember, guys, Jersey Mike's is considered fast food.
What's that?
Jersey Mike's is considered fast food.
Still didn't hear you. Is it me, Jimmy?
Yeah. I can hear
No,
you.
it's not your mic. You're cutting out.
Oh, my
It might
bad.
be me.
I said Jersey Mike's is considered fast food.
Yeah, I don't consider. Sarah's sending me shirts. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. I love that. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's straight to the point. Done.
Yeah, like it. No problem. I should have wore that for our wedding. That would have been better. A lot more comfortable.
For two.
Yes. So it's not. I mean, it's going to be serious. No. It's going to be serious as far as the stories go, but not serious as far as like me discussing it. But yeah, fast food. I mean, that we got to know that the Mexican pizza might not be coming back.
It
So
is.
depressed.
They're saying it's coming back, and it's going to be permanent this time. But they didn't give you a win, and Ed doesn't like it anyway. So, but
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
If you ate the ones over here, you'd like it.
I feel
I
like
just don't-
I feel like you got a bad.
I just don't
feel like
think-
you got a bad one.
Yeah, a real bad
I'll
one.
try it again, but I don't think it'll be good.
I can't see how. I mean, it's enchilada sauce, cheese, taco meat. I don't think is there beans in it?
Yeah, there was.
It's inside.
Yeah. So I think the beans is on the bottom, taco meat's on top of the beans, and they put that together. Enchilada sauce, cheese, tomato. Well, pico, which is sliced tomatoes, for them. Story time with them. Do you have secret sources for your news? I can't reveal that. No reporter would reveal that. So, anyways, time flies when you're having fun. What do you guys got coming up on your channel?
Well, for me, I know I have one video planned at least, and it's the one that I was explaining in the beginning of the live about that one lady. It goes into a lot more detail. Other than that, I really don't have anything else planned, other than being back here on Monday. But yeah, if anything new comes up with the marketplaces, I'll have it on there as soon as possible. Usually, I try to be one of the first ones so I could beat everybody else.
Cool. On-site live news now.
Let's see. I know we're going to be doing some sort of video, and then we'll be back here Monday. That's about it.
Cool. We got like I said, if I can film it tomorrow and get it out, I'll do the first edition for the new news. If not, then Sarah and I are live on Thursday. So 9 p.m. me and Sarah are back here live, and then Sunday and Monday back here Monday. So yeah, that's about all we got going on. It's a light week for us. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we get out of here? I'll get these last comments in. On site now, I don't think I'm going to be doing live news. I'll go to FlipCon and interview people on the way out. What was your favorite part of FlipCon?
How'd you guys like just sitting there and being teached? Was it fun? Did I say that out loud? Did I say that out loud?
I wasn't going to say.
If you guys are interested, I'll do that for the Boss Reseller remix.
That would actually be kind of, but you have to get that little tiny microphone. I am microphone.
I do plan to get that. I already have an idea for it too.
And you got to hit it.
I just don't know why I love that thing so much. But every TikTok video I see of somebody interviewing somebody with that dumb thing, it's so funny to me.
Safe.
Yeah, I got to FlipCon. Talk about it. Yeah. Did you enjoy your class? I mean, the convention?
Yeah. And you got to get it like right up. Hit it.
Did you ever see that? I know. Oh, no, I know. We said we were going to end it, but did you ever see? What was it? Tom Green went around and did like a man on the street thing, and he had dog poop on the end of his microphone. And he was putting it in people's faces. Everyone's like, "Oh, oh, so funny." Katie says Nike will let you buy a lot of shoes at the same time, even though the managers can be fired for selling out the back door to resellers. Additionally, actually tells her employees they can't sell to a reseller. Interesting. Like Sheets is putting out new hot dogs on rollings. Jeez. Did you see what happened to the Pro Picker? No.
Here's my question: Why is his name the Pro Picker when I outpick him at the flea market?
Yeah,
he got banned from selling on. What did he do?
He sold a. Yeah, I don't want to ruin his video. It's out, but he got suspended for 3 days for selling a yellow baby shark through the global shipping thing. Like somebody in England, like the authorities
baby
in
shark.
England. Well, he didn't sell it; he had it listed, and somebody in like the England authorities contacted eBay about it, and they pulled his listing. They shut his store down for 3 days. So
Like the baby shark that little
yeah,
bit?
they got a recall on it. So like he said,
Oh, I see. That's why.
I was
so
like,
now,
what's wrong? I mean, I know the song's annoying, but taking it a little far.
My son tore me up with that song, man. But no, so that's another thing.
Listen to it.
That's another good point too. It's like I stopped selling things overseas just because I don't have time to look at every single.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like maybe if I'm selling like an action figure that doesn't have no batteries or nothing, maybe that'd be okay. But
I think the majority of the stuff that you're selling.
If it's just recalled, they're still gonna say you're gonna be in trouble. Unfortunately,
that doesn't make any sense. Like, how are you supposed to know?
Well, we got to do our homework according to eBay. They don't care. We have to know what we're selling.
Well, and the crappy part about the whole thing is he tried to appeal it, like you should. Well, since he's already won an appeal, eBay's like, sorry, there's nothing we can do about it. You're suspended 3 days.
The hell out of that.
Yeah.
The only problem is your 3-day suspension will probably be over by the time you win. So, yeah, Yellow Baby Shark was supposedly banned in the UK, except the one he had is not the one that was banned.
It was just a plush. Yeah. It didn't do nothing.
Wow,
that's crazy. Hi, Kristen.
Hey.
Yeah, that's not fair. I don't like it. They shouldn't do stuff like. They should give you at least a warning on it and just say, "Hey, we pulled your listing down. It's banned in the UK. Have a nice day."
Yeah, exactly what he said. His right.
Yeah, that's bad. I'm on his side on that one. There's a lot of people that have been banned from eBay that I'm not on their side. That one I am. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, we are going to get out of here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We will be back here next Monday at 9.
Look at that.
Get something out of right at the end.
Right at the end. Come on.
Oh.
We made it, guys. We made it.
I got to block. All right, there we go. They're blocked. Oh, man. Well,
put a post-it note over that.
If you guys need the best adult dating site, I'm sorry. We blocked it. Anyways, well, what a way to end the show. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys next Monday.
Bye everyone.
Good day, sir.